Everyone saw the flawless makeup, the rosy cheeks, the perfect lips. But nobody knew that Selena Gomez's wedding day beauty look was actually a billion-dollar business decision disguised as bridal glam. Here's the untold story of how one makeup choice changed everything. 72 hours before the wedding. Rare Beauty Headquarters, Los Angeles. Selena Gomez sat in the conference room, surrounded by her team. Product samples covered the table, swatches marked her arms, and one question hung in the air. Are you absolutely sure about this? Her business manager David looked worried. Her PR team exchanged nervous glances, because what Selena was about to do had never been done before. She was going to wear her own makeup brand on her wedding day, and launch a product inspired by it. Within 48 hours. Selena, David leaned forward. If this goes wrong, if the makeup doesn't photograph well, if people think it's a publicity stunt, we could lose millions in brand value. Your wedding should be about you, not about Rare Beauty. Selena looked at the swatches on her arm, the cool rose blush, the mauve lip liner, the pink lip oil, each one perfect, each one hers. That's exactly why I have to do this, she said quietly, because Rare Beauty isn't just a brand, it's me. Let's rewind to 3 months earlier. Selena was in her home office, scrolling through wedding makeup inspiration on Pinterest. Every celebrity wedding she saw had the same thing, high-end luxury brands. Dior, Chanel, Tom Ford, names that screamed exclusive. And then it hit her. Why wasn't anyone wearing their own brand? Rihanna wore Fenty to events, but her wedding, no one knew. She kept it private. Kylie Jenner promoted Kylie Cosmetics everywhere. But would she actually wear it on her wedding day? Selena picked up her phone. She called her longtime makeup artist, Hung Van Gogh. Hung, crazy question. Can we do my entire wedding makeup with Rare Beauty? Silence on the other end. Selena, that's not crazy, that's genius. But genius ideas come with massive risks. The next day, Selena called an emergency meeting with her Rare Beauty team. I want to wear Rare Beauty for my wedding, she announced. And I want to create a limited edition kit inspired by it. Something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. Her creative director Amanda lit up. That's brilliant, the wedding tradition as a product line. But her CFO Michael didn't look happy. Selena, do you understand the risk? If one product fails, if the blush melts, if the lipstick feathers, social media will destroy us. And you only get one wedding day. Selena nodded. I know, but let me ask you something. Do we believe in our products or not? The room went quiet, because if I don't trust Rare Beauty on the most important day of my life, why should anyone else? That's when her mother, Mandy Teefy, spoke up from the back of the room. She had been quietly listening. Honey, can I share something? Selena turned. Of course, Mom. Mandy walked to the front. She pulled out her phone and showed an old photo. Her own wedding day in Vegas. She looked young, free and radiant, and her cheeks, a beautiful rosy flush. This is the blush I wore when I married your dad, Mandy said softly. I didn't have much money back then, but I found this one shade that made me feel beautiful, and every time I see photos from that day, I remember that feeling. Selena's eyes filled with tears. What if, Mandy continued, what if you created a blush shade that honors that, something borrowed from my day to yours? And just like that, the concept was born. Creating a new makeup product normally takes 6-12 months. Selena had 3 months, and she was also planning a wedding. Her product development team went into overdrive. Week 1, formula development. The chemists worked around the clock. The something borrowed blush, Smitten, had to be perfect. Cool rose, long-lasting, photograph-friendly, and it had to match the exact tone of her mother's vintage shade from the 90s. This is impossible, one chemist muttered at 2 a.m. But Selena showed up at the lab. She tested every batch. She wore them for 12 hours to test longevity. She took photos in different lighting. It's not impossible, she said. It's just challenging, and that's what makes it special. Week 6, the name crisis. The team had everything ready except one thing, the names. Committed for the lip liner, everyone agreed on that. But the blush, they had 47 options. None felt right. Selena was exhausted. Wedding planning, filming Only Murders, and now this. Taylor Swift called that night. How's it going, bride-to-be? Selena sighed. I'm trying to name a blush, and I'm having a complete meltdown. Taylor laughed. What's the blush for? It's an homage to my mom, the shade she wore at her wedding. Then call it what it is, Taylor said simply. What did your mom feel that day? Selena thought. Smitten. She said she was absolutely smitten with my dad. Taylor smiled through the phone. There's your answer. 2 weeks before the wedding, Hung Van Gogh came to Selena's house for a makeup trial. Every single product was rare beauty. Positive light foundation, flawless base, under eye brightener and light, concealer, true to myself tinted powder, set, warm wishes bronzer, sculpt, soft pinch liquid blush in Smitten, the hero product, kind words lip liner in Committed, define, soft pinch tinted lip oil in Happy, finish. Hung worked silently. Selena watched in the mirror. When he finished, she didn't speak for a full minute. Hung, I look like myself, but better, like the best version of myself. Hung smiled. That's always been the rare beauty philosophy, hasn't it? But enhanced. Selena took photos. She walked outside into natural light. She came back inside. She went into the bathroom with harsh lighting. Perfect. Every angle, every light. We're doing this, she said. We're really doing this. But there was one more decision to make. The biggest one. Selena's team presented 2 options. Option A, play it safe. Launch the kit 3 months after the wedding. Build hype gradually. No pressure on wedding day. Option B, go all in. Announce the kit 3 days after the wedding. Include a personal letter from Selena. Donate 100% of profits to Rare Impact Fund. Risk everything on authenticity. Her business manager pushed for option A. Selena, you don't have to prove anything. Your wedding day should just be your wedding day. But Selena shook her head. That's exactly backwards, she said. The reason Rare Beauty exists is because I wanted makeup that celebrates real people, real moments, real beauty. If I can't be real about my own wedding, then what's the point? She chose option B, 100% of profits to mental health, a personal letter to fans, full transparency. If we're going to do this, she said, we're doing it with heart. September 27, 2025. Santa Barbara, California. Selena sat in her suite at the El Encanto Hotel. Hung Van Gogh set up his station. Rare beauty products lined the counter. No backups, no luxury brand alternatives, just rare beauty. Ready? Hung asked. Selena took a deep breath. Let's make magic. Hung started with skincare. Hydration was key, then the base, positive light foundation blended seamlessly. Under eye brightener, because you've been crying happy tears all morning, Hung teased. True to myself powder, just enough to set without looking cakey. Then the sculpture, warm wishes bronzer, warmed her cheeks. Soft pinch liquid contour defined her features. And then, the moment. Hung picked up the new blush, soft pinch liquid blush in Smitten. This is for your mom, he said softly. 1 dot on each cheek, blended with fingers. The cool rose tone bloomed on her skin. Selena looked in the mirror. Her mother's influence, her own brand, her special day. Mom, she whispered, I feel you with me. The lips were next. Kind words lip liner. In Committed, the name said it all. She was committing to Benny, to herself, to this moment. Soft pinch tinted lip oil in Happy, because that's exactly what she felt. The final look, soft, romantic, timeless, old Hollywood meets modern bride. And every single product, rare beauty. When Benny saw her at the altar, he whispered, you're glowing. Selena smiled. It's the makeup, and the love. But mostly the love. The photos were taken, the ceremony was held, the reception danced through, and through it all, 12 hours straight, not a single touch-up needed. The makeup stayed, the blush lasted, the lips remained perfect. Rare Beauty had passed the ultimate test. September 30, 2025. 3 days after the wedding, Selena posted on Instagram, this wedding kit was my way of sharing a little piece of such an important, special and beautiful day with y'all. Thank you for being a part of our community. At Rare Beauty, love you guys. The Something Rosy Lip and Cheek Set went live. Price, $67. Contents: soft pinch tinted lip oil in Happy. Something old. Kind words matte lip liner in Committed. Something new. Soft pinch liquid blush in Smitten. Something borrowed. Special edition puffy makeup bag with blue lining. Something blue. Personal letter from Selena. 100% of profits to the Rare Impact Fund. Sold out in 6 hours. Restocked. Sold out in 4 hours. Restocked again. Sold out in 2 hours. Beauty editors went crazy. Selena Gomez just proved you don't need luxury brands to look luxurious. Vogue. The most authentic celebrity beauty moment of 2025. This is how you do business with heart. Forbes. But the real impact? The comments. I wore this for my wedding. I felt like Selena, but more importantly, I felt like myself. At Bride-to-be 2025. My mom passed away before my wedding. Wearing something borrowed made me feel like she was there. At Missing You Mom. As someone who struggles with mental health, knowing the profits go to the Rare Impact Fund makes this more than makeup. It's hope. At Anxiety Warrior, Selena read every single comment and cried because this was never just about makeup. 2 weeks after the wedding, Selena did an interview with Harper's Bazaar. The interviewer asked, "Selena, why did you take such a big risk wearing your own brand?" Selena thought carefully. "Because I'm tired of the narrative that we have to separate ourselves from our work, that who we are isn't good enough for our biggest moments," she continued. "For years I struggled with feeling like I wasn't enough, not thin enough, not talented enough, not stable enough, and Rare Beauty was born from that struggle. It's about celebrating what makes us unique. So on my wedding day, I had a choice. I could wear some prestigious brand and look amazing, or I could wear my own brand and prove that I believe in what I created. And you know what? It wasn't even a choice. Because if I don't believe in myself on my wedding day, when will I?" The interviewer asked one more question. "What about the critics who say this was just a marketing ploy?" Selena smiled. "Let them say it, because here's the truth. 100% of profits went to mental health. Every single cent. And if using my wedding to fund therapy for young people who need it is a marketing ploy, then I'm guilty, but I prefer to call it purpose." Every Something Rosy kit included a personal letter from Selena. This is what it said. "Dear friend, if you're reading this, it means you're holding a piece of my wedding day in your hands. These aren't just makeup products. They're memories. Something old, a shade I've loved for years. Something new, a color I created for this moment. Something borrowed, an homage to my mother's wedding day. Something blue, a reminder that something blue brings luck. But more than that, they're a promise that you don't need to be perfect to be beautiful, a promise that your special moments deserve products you can trust, a promise that when you invest in Rare Beauty, you're investing in mental health for young people who need it. On my wedding day, I chose to wear Rare Beauty, not because I had to, but because I wanted to. Because I believe in what we've built together, and I hope that when you wear these products, whether it's your wedding day, your first date, or just a random Tuesday, you feel the same thing I felt: confident, real, beautiful. Thank you for being part of this journey. All my love, Selena." The impact went beyond sales numbers. Major beauty retailers reported Rare Beauty sales up 340% in October. Soft Pinch Liquid Blush became #1 bestseller nationwide. Something Rosy Kit trending on TikTok with 45 million views. But more importantly, the Rare Impact Fund raised $2.3 million in 3 months from kit sales alone. 15,000 young people received free therapy sessions. Mental health awareness campaigns reached 100 million plus people. The business impact: Selena's personal net worth crossed $1.3 billion. Industry experts called it the most successful celebrity brand launch strategy ever. But for Selena, the numbers weren't the point. The point was the message. You are enough. Your work is enough. Your authentic self is enough. 1 month after the wedding, Selena had dinner with her mother Mandy. "Mom, I need to show you something." She pulled up the sales data for Smitten, the blush inspired by Mandy's wedding day. "This shade has generated $1.8 million for mental health. Your wedding day blush is literally changing lives." Mandy's eyes filled with tears. "Honey, when I got married in Vegas, I was broke. I was young. I was scared. That blush was the one nice thing I bought myself. And now it's helping people." Selena held her mother's hand. "You taught me that beauty isn't about money, it's about how you feel. And that lesson, that's what built Rare Beauty." They both cried, happy tears. Healing tears, because sometimes the most powerful business decisions are the most personal ones. Within 3 months, the industry changed. Rihanna announced Fenty would create a wedding collection. Kylie Jenner teased Kylie Cosmetics' bridal line. Lady Gaga's House Labs launched an I Do campaign. But Selena had done it first, and she'd done it with 100% profit donation. Her business manager, David, called her. "Selena, you changed the game. Every celebrity brand is now following your playbook." Selena smiled. "Good, because if my wedding can inspire other founders to use their platforms for purpose, then I'm happy." It was never about being first, it was about being real. September 27, 2026, Selena and Benny's first anniversary. They're sitting on their couch, scrolling through Instagram. The Something Rosy kit is still selling, still funding mental health. A fan tags Selena. "I wore this kit for my wedding today. Thank you for teaching me that I'm enough." Selena shows Benny. He kisses her forehead. "You know what's crazy?" he says. "You risked everything on that makeup choice, and it became your greatest business move." Selena shakes her head. "No, baby, it wasn't a business move, it was a belief move. I believed in my products, I believed in my team, I believed in myself, and that belief, that's what people connected with. The business success was just a byproduct of authenticity." She picks up her phone and posts on Instagram. "1 year ago I married my best friend wearing makeup from my heart. Thank you for making it mean something. Rare Beauty. Something Rosy." The post gets 15 million likes in 3 hours, but Selena's favorite comment is from a bride-to-be. "I'm wearing Rare Beauty at my wedding next month. Not because Selena did, but because I want to feel like myself. Thank you for showing us that's enough." Selena turns to Benny. "You know what the best part is? What? I didn't just create a product, I created a movement. The idea that you don't have to change who you are for your biggest moments. That being yourself is the most beautiful thing you can be."
Benny smiles. And that, my love, is worth more than any business valuation. They kiss, the sunset streams through their window, and somewhere a bride is opening her Something Rosy kit, reading Selena's letter, and feeling beautiful in her own skin. That's the real success story. By December 2026, Something Rosy Kit raised $4.7 million for mental health, over 32,000 therapy sessions funded. Rare Beauty became the new celebrity beauty brand in America. Selena's wedding makeup choice was studied in Harvard Business School as a case study in authentic marketing. But the numbers don't tell the whole story. The real story is in the thousands of brides who felt confident in their own skin. The real story is in the young people who got therapy because of makeup sales. The real story is in a mother and daughter who turned a vintage blush shade into a legacy. The real story is this: Selena Gomez didn't just risk $3 million on her wedding day makeup, she bet on herself, and she won.